As we step into 2026, I want to talk about something I'm seeing everywhere, something I believe will define leadership this year. For a while, everyone was talking about quiet quitting, but here's what I'm noticing now. People aren't quitting, they're shrinking. They're staying in place, they're doing the job on paper, they're slowly disconnecting from the work, the mission, and even from themselves. If you're leading people at work, at home, in your community, this should have your full attention. Today, I'm sharing 3 warning signs that your identity might be out of alignment and what you can do about it. So let's dive in. Sign number 1, addition sickness. Let me describe something and see if this sounds familiar. Your responsibilities keep stacking. Every time you think you've gotten ahead, someone adds just one more thing. New initiatives layer on top of existing ones. There's more goals, there's more meetings, more priorities, but nothing gets removed. I call this addition sickness. The leadership habit of solving every problem by adding more until the system and the people collapse under the weight. Here's the thing, addition sickness isn't just a workload problem, it's an identity problem. When you don't know who you are and what you're uniquely created to do, everything feels urgent. Everything feels like your responsibility. You can't subtract because you don't know what matters most. Ask yourself, what am I doing that someone else could do or that doesn't need to be done at all? The second sign is quiet cracking. This second sign is on the surface, you're performing, you're heading the deadlines, you're showing up to the meetings, but underneath, you're irritable, you're cynical, you're emotionally thin. You feel like you're one bad conversation away from breaking. Quiet cracking is what happens before quiet quitting. It's a slow, silent fracturing of engagement and identity. You're still performing, but your internal capacity is cracking under unaddressed stress and misalignment. It shows up in your body, tension you can't shake, sleep that doesn't restore you. It shows up in your relationships, shorter patience, going through the motions instead of just gently caring and connecting. Here's what I've learned. Quiet cracking isn't usually about the workload. It's about the misalignment. You're operating outside your strengths. You're compromising your values. Your daily work feels disconnected from your deeper mission. Burnout isn't a personal failure. It's an identity misalignment. And sign 3 is job hugging. This is an interesting term. In an uncertain world, we cling. We hold tight to what's familiar, even when it no longer fits. We value security so much that we stop stretching and we stop learning. We stop raising our hand for what's next. Job hugging isn't just about careers. You can hug a role in your family, a pattern in your relationships, a version of yourself that you've outgrown. The problem? It feels safe, but it's actually suffocating. You're showing up, but you've stopped living. You're present, but you're not growing. I've been there. After my world fell apart in 2008, I could have hugged the ruins. Instead, I began what I now call my internal revolution. The hard work of uncovering who I really was beneath all the roles and expectations. Ask yourself, what am I clinging to out of fear rather than purpose? If you recognize yourself in any of these signs, here's what I want you to do this week. 1, name the pattern. Say it out loud. Write it down. I'm experiencing addition sickness, or I'm quietly cracking, or I'm hugging a role that no longer fits me. You can't address what you don't acknowledge. 2, ask the question. Before trying to change your circumstance, ask, where is my identity out of alignment? Not your team's, not your organization's, yours. The internal revolution always starts within. Changing me changes everything. And 3, take the authentic imprint assessment. In 3 minutes, you'll discover your leadership identity profile. It's free, and it's the perfect starting point for your own internal revolution. Go to danawilliamsco.scoreapp.com. And here's what I want you to remember. These patterns, addition sickness, quiet cracking, job hugging, they're not character flaws. They're signals. They're telling you that something inside is out of alignment. Leaders don't rise to their goals. They rise to their identity. And when identity is out of alignment, everything suffers. The solution isn't another productivity hack. It's getting clear on who you really are, your strengths, your values, your mission, and leading from that place. So stop performing, start leading. Until next time, this is Dana Williams. Go dominate your day.